Hey y'all, welcome back to Floating Hands on the Internet. So today I'm gonna just do a quick reading on Taylor Swift. Something I thought was interesting, and somebody requested me to do Charlie Kirk, and I just don't want to touch that energy. I just don't want to do it. I'm sorry. I have a lot of thoughts and opinions, and some of them are right to you, some of them are wrong to you. I just don't want to dive into that. So anyway, I'm an Eagles fan, so obviously I watched the game, and Taylor Swift appeared not to be there, but apparently there's alleged videos of her bodyguard being there and her kind of sneaking in, but she was not shown. So I want to know kind of, like, what is the, like why? Because she's there to support Travis, obviously. So a lot of people are saying, yes, she was there. So I kind of want to just pull some cards on if, I'm going to say she was there. I think she was there, but she snuck in. And my first thought was Vienna and how she had to cancel her show and the Charlie Kirk thing. So I'm going to pull up some cards on, if that has anything to do with it, safety, or is like the NFL wanting to show her less, doubtful, I think, or is she just wanted to give kind of Travis the spotlight without, I don't know. I want to look into it. I'm curious. This is always for alleged and entertainment purposes only, no facts here. Other tarot readers have done Charlie Kirk readings, so go check them out. I'm sorry. I can't do it, and I'm not going to do it. Okay. Sympathies and thoughts and love and prayers to his family, and that's all I'm going to say. So, why... I'm going to assuming that Taylor was at this game, why did she sneak in and not be shown on the cameras? Was it Travis's ego? Was it safety? All of the above, etc. Always for alleged and purposes only. Also, I'm still doing free readings. If you guys want a free reading from me, email me your picture, your prompt, and your birthday. I'll do a private reading and I'll email it to you. So, floatinghandsoti@gmail.com. All right, what was the reason she snuck in and was not shown? Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. This might have been something her and Travis had been kind of fighting about. Well, it definitely seems like there was a battle, because the Five of Swords in the upright's about conflicts and arguments, right? In the Five of Swords in the reversal, that's about kind of compromise after fighting. Sometimes it means not getting what you want. The Eight of Wands is in the reversal, which is about things slowing down, delays, hang-ups. And the Three of Pentacles is right next to it, which is about money, right? That's the work card. I feel like there was some fighting going on. Somebody, whether it be Taylor saying, no, I don't want to live in fear, or her team, or maybe Travis or the NFL, somebody lost a fight here and they had to compromise. And the Eight of Wands is her not being on the screens. Why the Three of Pentacles? Maybe it's the NFL or her team with the Three of Pentacles. That is the work card. That's money. I think that's her wanting to still show up. I feel like there was an argument or a fight or something, to be like, when the Charlie Kirk thing happened. I do think a conversation was had, and I think something to do with money. That could be her team. That could be Travis. I mean, that could be Travis at work, or wanting to support him still. Yeah, as I pulled the Hierophant. That's about learning a lesson. Okay, money again. Control and Judgment. I feel like there might have been somebody who didn't want her to go at all. I feel like this was a compromise, her sneaking in, because the Hierophant card's the marriage card, but it's also about learning a lesson, learning from others, right? So I definitely think that Charlie Kirk's assassination, I don't want to get, well, I'm not monetized, but you know what I mean. I'm not trying to draw. Anyway, the Hierophant card, like I said, that's about learning a lesson. The Four of Pentacles, I mean, that is, that's a greedy, selfish card. That's financial stability. I think that's about Travis wanting her there. I feel, because the King of Swords is about fighting against controlling behaviors, kind of having like a superiority thing. I can't tell. Somebody did not get their way, or nobody got their way. This was a compromise, her sneaking in. But that right there is Charlie Kirk. That's about learning a lesson. I'm hearing the song, This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things. So I feel like somebody said, like, somebody brought up the fact that having Taylor on the NFL show brings in money, right? And I feel like with the Charlie Kirk thing, it's like not worth it. It's not worth it to be selfish and greedy, to get all this money, and for what? For me to potentially be in danger, because I keep being drawn back to her being a show. The King of Swords is not being able, I mean, that's fighting against like somebody who's like superiority, controlling, but it's also about not being able to say, like, it's also about not being able to say what you want or getting what you want. The Magician, that's about manipulation. I feel like if they do have connections on the inside on the NFL, because both of these cards, that's about control and that's about manipulation. I feel like the NFL was not super happy about this. Not happy about her sneaking in, because they make money off her, that Four of Pentacles. But I just keep on hearing it's not worth it. Yeah, the Two of Swords in the reversal. The Hangman. Yeah, because the Two of Swords is about, again, manipulation. The thoughts of other people. Now I'm gonna have to, okay, this isn't gonna be a short reading like I thought. And then the Hanged Man, that's about not fighting against something. I just heard, I'm not gonna win this battle. Okay. Now I'm gonna have to be more specific, because I'm telling you, somebody did not get their way. The powers that be are pissed because this is fucking with their money if this becomes a regular thing. It could have been a one-off thing where she just was like, I mean, this game, highly televised, Super Bowl rematch. Eagles fans are crazy. But I mean, on a more serious note, I don't know. I'm just getting a call to like, I don't know if this is going to be a one-off or not. We'll pull more cards on that, but I guess let's do what was Taylor's energy around sneaking in, or not sneaking in, but you know what I mean. We're going to do the energy around Taylor sneaking in, so we're going to do it from her perspective, the NFL. I'm going to do her perspective, the NFL, and her team. And we're going to do Travis too, actually. We'll do Taylor, NFL, team, and that includes her dad and Travis. I just want to know kind of where this somebody's not getting their way here, or they had to come to an agreement. And somebody's fighting against controlling behaviors. I mean, everyone should want the safety of Taylor, though. I don't know why that'd be. If Taylor's not around, no money. So even the people that want to control her, I mean, I know it sounds like kind of fucked up to say for legendary purposes only, but like, I think everyone cares about everyone in Taylor's family cares, unless it's the NFL, about her safety. So let's see. We'll do 3 for Taylor, 3 for the NFL, 3 for the team, and 3 for Travis. What's her energy around sneaking into the game versus being present where everyone can see her? So 3 for Taylor. What the fuck? I just heard cash cow. That's all I am to you. All right. Okay, let me pull them before I forget. We're going to come back to this. The NFL. Okay. Shit. Taylor's team. Taylor's team did not. Taylor's team is definitely the one. Yep. Taylor's team's worried about her safety for sure. And Travis. That's her. Sorry, there's so many fucking cards. Okay, I'm gonna... Oh, sorry. I don't have enough room. Okay, that's fucking weird. Alright, all for alleged and entertainment purposes only. Okay, I'm gonna pull these down and then I'll come to them, okay? Okay, so Taylor showed up. So the energy around her having to basically sneak in. There's a feeling of loss, right? With money. I think part of that, ironically, is about her album. The Hangman is kind of just like, you know, you're hanging out, you're waiting, you're not really going anywhere. I think that's about her kind of waiting for her album to drop. And the King of Pentacles is in the reversal. I think her team, and I'm just jumping ahead here, I think her team, I think this is two things. I think that part of that Five of Pentacles, I think she's, okay, I think she was kind of happy to sneak in because it helps her not be so overexposed. With that Five of Pentacles, the hang woman, and the King of Pentacles, it's like I get to focus on, I keep on hearing overexposed. I have Kingsley in my mind's eye. So I think part of it's money, right? Like, okay, this helps me out. I think her team told her, you cannot, like, it's, at least this week while everything's so fresh, I'm not saying we'll never see her again, but at least for this event, this game, you know, her team's like, no. And I think Taylor sees it as, okay, well, you know, it helps me with my album because that way I'm not so overexposed by the time it comes out, because there's been a lot of overexposure. So I think Taylor's actually fine with it. I don't know if it was necessarily her full idea, or her she was the only one who had the idea. But I do think that she was fine with it because it benefited her, obviously her safety, but also her money. Okay, so the NFL showed up as the Ace of Wands, the Lovers in the upright, which is her and Travis, and the Temperance card in the reversal. They don't give a crap about her for alleged and entertainment purposes only. The Ace of Wands is about delays. And it's also about, like, an Ace of Wands could also be an olive branch. So I think with it right next to the Lover's card, that guy kind of looks like Saquon Barkley to me. Which is like codependency, like we kind of need you, you help us make money. And then she's the Temperance card, right? And it's in the reversal, meaning like they don't give a shit about her safety for alleged and entertainment purposes only. That's about trying to force a situation. So I don't think they were happy about this. And I mean, maybe not happy is not the right word, but I think they're more invested than they'd like us to think in terms of her being shown. This was a very highly anticipated game. I mean, it was going to be watched anyway, but I guarantee you a lot of Swifties probably turned off the TV when they realized she wasn't there. So, like I said, with the Ace of Wands kind of being an olive branch of, like, maybe you should, like, here, come to this private room. Like, no, and with the Lover's card, that's her and Travis, but it's also, like, toxic and, like this codependency, unhealthy relationship, that, like, this one-sided relationship where they show her, she gets booed, but they get money. The Temperance card is her. She's a Sag, so she's in the reversal. That's about trying to force a situation. Again, an imbalance. Like, it's not, there's no balance. Like, she gives, and they receive. I think I'm picturing somebody receiving a ball. So yeah, I don't think the NFL, all for alleged entertainment purposes only, I don't think that was their first thought. This was not their idea. I think it was her team's. The Eight of Pentacles is, you know, hard work, productivity. That's also her, like, she brings in the money. It's also about movement and transition. So I definitely think there's a little bit of, I think they had this thought of, definitely safety, but also her album. I think this was a good opportunity for her to lay down low, support Travis, kind of say fuck you to the NFL. Not fuck you, but you know what I mean. And I think from Taylor's perspective, she thinks it's funny. Like, y'all make so much money. I think after getting booed at the Super Bowl, she's like, whatever, I don't give a shit. But with the Eight of Pentacles, that's like, she's a workhorse, so that's her. The Star card is about her team not wanting her to be seen, and the Fool card's about kind of like starting anew, like that's her in a new era of life. So like being the fiance. It's also like her entering the new era life of a showgirl. So like I said, I do think this could have been a safety move, but I also think it had to do with money. But her team definitely initiated this and did not want her to be seen. And I think Taylor was like, okay, bet, fine, great. I'll just hang out here like the hangman. I'm just gonna hang here. It'll help me with my money, and I won't be a target. Now for Travis, I pulled the King of Wands in the reversal. I pulled the Page of Cups in the reversal, and I pulled the Six of Cups, which is interesting because the King of Wands is in the reversal, which is about kind of like unhealthy masculine energy, abusive power of the situation. The Page of Cups is in the reversal, which is about immaturity and oversensitivity. You're taking things too serious. I just heard it's not a dick, don't take it so hard. And the Six of Cups, which is about the past. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. And let me pull 3 clarifying cards because I'm kind of confused. I'm hearing the song Baby Mama. What the fuck? Instability. Isolation. I'm gonna say something that I do watch Aphrodite, but I don't watch his videos on Taylor. Like if I know that I'm gonna do a video on Taylor, the exact same thing, I do not watch his, just being straightforward with you guys. And it's also fun for me when I get things like we basically say the same things. But one of the videos I watched about their engagement, when I did watch it, she asked if she was, you know, pregnant, all for alleged entertainment purposes only. If she's not, I'm not saying she is. I keep on picturing the movie Baby Mama. I'm not saying she's pregnant, you guys. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is that the King of Wands is like, I'm picturing like testosterone overload. Can I upload this? God, okay. No facts here. No facts here. All crazy lady hands, floating hands on the internet. The King of Wands is like having power over somebody or something. It's giving like Papa Bear, right? It could be a bully. It could be somebody who has abusive power in the situation. But to me, it's giving like testosterone overload. The Page of Cups is about taking something really seriously. And the Six of Cups could be about the past, but it's also about children. The Page of Pentacles is about instability. It's in the reversal, so it's about instability. And the Hermit card's in the reversal, which is about isolation. And the Ace of Pentacles is in the reversal, which is about an opportunities, like you're trying really hard to make something work. I don't know. I get this sense. There's 2 things. God, I'm downloading so much. Oh my God, hold on. I'm just picturing like a Papa Bear. I think he's very protective over her, and it has something to do with it just feels like I don't know what else to say. I don't really want to say what I'm downloading, but he definitely feels protective over her. He wanted her there, so like that's why she was there. But there's this sense of like either she could be having a kid, probably not. Don't quote me on that. Or that could be something that they're seriously talking about, is having children. And I think that just ignites like a something inside of him where he's like, I have to protect her at all costs. Okay. Sorry, that was just a lot. I try not to talk about like pregnancy and stuff because you don't know what people are going through, but I just get this sense of like either maybe that's something they've talked about strongly, I mean, that Six of Cups could also be about the past. So again, the Charlie Kirk thing or Vienna. Especially with the Page of Pentacles in the reversal and the Ace of Pentacles in the reversal, where it's like you've had opportunities kind of taken from you in the past because of this. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. Okay, so I guess, shit. So I guess we can end this on, I did everybody. I guess we can end this on, what is the current energy? That's the thing about tarot, is that it changes. So it's hard to say, but what's the current energy around, like, should we expect Taylor Swift to be on the screen, at future football games, or should she be hidden away? All right. A good shuffle here. All right. Should we expect Taylor Swift to be at any current future games in the current energy now? Scene of the games. There's that Eight of Pentacles again, trying really hard to make something work. That's her showing up. Bro, didn't I pull these fucking same exact cards? Okay, so the Eight of Pentacles is about making like hard work. Like she wants to acknowledge hard work, but that's also her working on her shit too. The Lover's card, that's about balance. And the Five of Wands is about things being blown out of control, blown out of proportion. But eventually finding a solution. I could see her taking a hiatus, because I do think a lot of this, part of this has to do with like wanting to not overexpose herself to the public. But she does want to show up for her man, because that's about balance. Like that's like work life, love life, right? And that's about finding a solution. Queen of Wands in the reversal. Balance, like I just said, equal give and take. The Hierophant. So I think what the problem is going to be, Travis knows the real reason why she wouldn't be at the game. So if it is more safety, he's going to know that. If it's more her wanting to work on her album, he's also going to know that. I could see him saying to her, I could see her team and Taylor's team saying to Travis, like, well, this is a safety issue, right? And I do think as much as protective as Travis is of her, especially if they're thinking about having kids and obviously getting married, I do think, but there is a part of him selfishly where it's like, I want to see you. I want you to be there. Like, I want to be hyped up. Like, I think he does lean into like the whole, you know, she's cheer captain and I'm on the football team, you know, because the Queen of Wands is in the reversal, and that's about, kind of doubt, like doubt. Yeah. The Six of Pentacles is about equal give and take. But you're kind of questioning that, right? With that Six of Pentacles. And then the Hierophant is, again, learning a lesson, but it's also like tradition. So you could argue that, yeah, this could go either way, you guys. And I'd be very curious to see how many games she's going to be at after October 3rd, which is when her album is released. So it's kind of hard to say. But I do think that right now, beyond the safety thing, she's trying to focus her work life and her love life, and she's going to have to come to a solution. I do think that they were arguing about this before, kind of like what that would look like, what the football season is going to look like with her album rollout, because I don't think her album rollout was going how she thought it was going to go, because it got leaked. The Queen of Wands is kind of like her being creatively blocked, but like that's like doubt, right? So that's a little bit that to me is like doubt. And she's also the Queen of Wands. That could be like us doubting that she'll be there. Six of Pentacles again is about balance, and the Hierophant is the, you know, the marriage card. So I do think she wants to support him, and I do think he wants her there. He wants her there. I just think it's going to be a balance of like work and love, if that makes sense. So I know this reading was kind of all over the place. Don't take anything that I say seriously. I'm just a crazy lady with floating hands on the internet. I think Travis has a lot of feelings about this situation. And don't get it twisted. I think he really leans into the whole, like, I mean, I know that as a normal person, how could you want more money and fame? But with these people, it's like they're always going to want more. So yeah, anyway, we always want everyone, especially our girl Taylor Swift, to be safe. So sending her lots of love and safety. And if you guys want a free reading from me, email me at floatinghandsoti@gmail.com, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.